welcome to 2K Sports Annual Noche NBA presentation. We're excited to bring you this celebratory fusion of basketball and Latin culture. And tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barrett, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. A look at the Pelicans starting group. Murphy out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Murray. And it's Misi in at the center position, locking down the middle. And for the Knicks, we've got OG. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the shooting guard position. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now here's Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Clock 6. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And that's where Brunson gets a lot of his baskets. He just thrives in the mid-range.
0.
Pass to Misi. With the floater. Oh, and Towns with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. You've got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Williamson passes to McCollum. Murray with it. 6 to shoot. A deep 3. The Knicks with the rebound. Outside Brunson. Towns a screen on McCollum. Here's Brunson outside. Hits the three-pointer. Brunson's got 5 now.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And so the first quarter is in the books. New York out in front, leading by 5. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And here's New Orleans now. It's a 5-point game. So for the Pelicans right now, DeJounte Murray is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then there's Zion Williamson. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Misi in at the center position. And the three-pointer goes.
Look, every time Murphy can get a look, he'll take the look. Trust me.
Brunson against McCollum. Pass to Bridges. Hard with it. Here's Brunson. Shot clock at 5. Over Williamson. And it's Brunson missing. Here's New Orleans now. Outside Murray. Pulls up. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Knicks out in front. They're up by 2. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
All right, thanks. Tibbs, what'd you think about the way this team defended in the first half?
Well, not bad, but we have to sustain it for the entire game. They put a lot of pressure on you. We got to make sure we're containing their penetration, and then we got to react out and challenge shots.
The expectations are high for the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Jalen Brunson, what a contribution.
There's virtually nothing you can do to stop him. I mean, you can't even contain him. He's been that great.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
We've got Mikal Bridges. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Anunoby in at the three. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Williamson for three. The rebound by Bridges. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. The lead is 2. Williamson against Hart. Pass to Brunson. Up and over McCollum. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Brunson's gotten his third basket of the night.
Brunson, one of those players that's just not going to be denied, determined to convert inside, and he does.
Murray against Bridges. Here's Murray. Count that bucket. Murray's got his first points of the game.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. New York out in front. They lead by 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And it's the Knicks with the ball. 2-point game. So for New Orleans right now. They've got C.J. McCollum. Trey Murphy out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Messi in at the center position. And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. There is a lot on the line. And he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show up your best belief. Let's go! All right. Let's see it. Next.
To hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Willie Green had some advice for the team over that last break. He had some words of confidence for his team, saying all it takes is a few chances. We make a few plays down the stretch, we can steal this thing from them. Back to you guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Bridges against Murray. No good. Nice D from Bridges. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First team foul.
This is their chance to stretch the lead, Grant.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake.
Pass to Bridges. Let's go with a three. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time to win the game.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Time called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And make some noise for your next setting answer.
Seven seconds left in the final quarter. Murray passes to McCollum. Good D by Brunson. So New York wins it. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
I mean, we played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensively. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We can see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. And now, time for our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.
Now, let's meet the visiting from a whopping 305 feet above sea level, Los Angeles Lakers. At center, Jackson Hayes. At forward, Rui Hachimura. At guard, Austin Reeves. At guard, Luka Doncic. At forward, LeBron James. Now introducing the starters for your Denver Nuggets. At forward, number 1, Michael. At guard, 6'6", number 0, Christian. At power forward, 6'8", number 32, at guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 27, Jamal Murray. At center, number 15, the Joker, Nikola Jokic.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Moments away, it'll be the Denver Nuggets going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. He's out there with Hachimura. And it's Doncic in at the 1. And for Denver, sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. The 4 and the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. Greg, we're sure to see a lot of quality basketball here tonight, given the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
An easy 2 points on the lane.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
LeBron passes to Doncic. James a screen on Murray. Back to LeBron, over Porter. And it's LeBron missing.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Porter kicks to Murray. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first. Rebounded by the Lakers.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
The 3 for Doncic. Doesn't go for him.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of here.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Murray's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter. In it forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Luka Doncic out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the 5 down low. Now here's LeBron after Luka Doncic's miss. Outside Porter. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got his first basket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
James dishes to Hayes. Reeves outside. Bangs home the trifecta. 15 seconds left here in the second.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
To the middle. Here's Gordon. Good work defensively by Hachimura. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Nuggets on top. They lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The Lakers on offense. They trail by 1. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. The forwards are Porter Jr. and Gordon to his side. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Porter, no luck. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. Pulls it from 20, and that one drops for him. Doncic has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Lakers.
One of the things I love most about Luka Doncic, his court recognition and awareness. This guy is so sharp and alert, understands how to play.
Here's Brown. Gordon with no one around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Huge shot there, and the crowd knows it.
Yeah, you gotta love hearing a crowd get this fired up.
Forcing his way inside. Doncic.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
It's all tied in Denver. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. And on the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Hachimura out there with Jackson Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. Now here's Murray. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
At the line for Denver, Jamal Murray, 1 shot.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time.
It's time for the dance cam. So get up and get down. If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Show us your moves. Let's see the dance moves. Oh yeah! You must have left your dancing shoes at home.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. He told his guys they can do this. In the huddle, he said, we've been here before and come back. So we know we can do this. We just have to believe. Inspiring words. We'll see if they live up to them. Guys?
Thanks, David. Doncic against Murray. Now, here's Doncic. Defense right on him. Off with the layup. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now and what's their best move at this point.
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Los Angeles now. It's a 3-point game. Shot, high post. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
No better guy to take the big shot. Luka completely unfazed.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt.
From deep, James misses the tray. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
That's his second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Denver, Nikola Jokic, taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
And a deep 3 from Doncic. Can't get it to fall. So the Nuggets win it, probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really sense that the fans gave him that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Nikola, coach has talked about the growth of your leadership. What's gotten you to be more vocal?
I just want to help my teammates. I think if I say something, they're going to listen to me. I just want to make them better, so I'm just going to do that.
Well, it sounds like they're listening, man. Appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. So a look at our starters for the Heat. They've got Alec Burks. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Ware in at the 5. And for the Hornets, Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Williams is out there with Miles Bridges, and it's Green in at the small forward position. All right, Doris, how about teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
Now here's Ball. Adebayo grabs the board.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Pass to Ware. Ball against Hero. And here's Burks. From deep. Sends it home from three-point land.
3 points.
Burks takes no time getting that shot up, ready on the catch.
Outside, Green. Williams with it. Miller outside. Williams a screen on Burks. Back to Williams. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Miami out in front, leading by a point. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And guys, what's your take on Miami so far?
I really like the attitude they've displayed here early on.
They're working together so well, and there's a level of certainty that comes from trusting one another.
So it's Miami now. Setting the floor for the Heat. They've got Bam Adebayo. Alec Burks is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Ware in at the center position. Wiggins from long range. Williams grabs the board. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Inside. Drops in the layup for two. Bridges has got his first points in this one.
I'll tell you, if you're Miles Bridges, you take the easy shots inside when you get them.
Burks passes to Hero. Adebayo a screen on Ball. Hero for three. Can't hit that one.
It would be smart to hold for the final shot.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Ball against Hero. Puts up a three. Ball sticks the three.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Hornets. They're up by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Miles Bridges is out there with Mark Williams. And it's Green in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Adebayo, no good. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Ball. And he drops it in from the low post. Ball's got his second bucket on the night. Here's Hero. Pass to Ware. Back to Hero. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Tyler Hero. First personal foul. First team foul.
In all aspects of his game, Ball has a lot of confidence, and that's exactly what he needs right now in this situation.
And that one falls for Ball.
One thing that impresses you about LaMelo, the way he reads defenses and makes the game easier for everyone around him.
And so Ball nails both of them.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
Hero against ball. Here's the three. And Tyler Hero gets a three. Hero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Charlotte on top, up 3. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth quarter, they've got Tyler Hero, and Drew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Alec Burks, and it's Ware in at the 5.
Well, that's just a smart move by LaMelo Ball. Uses the screen to shake the defender. That's nice.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here.
All right, fans, it's dance time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Bring those moves. You're offbeat.
Swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. He encourages guys to stick with it, saying, I don't care what the scoreboard says. If we can play hard, that's all that matters. We can be the stronger team. So that's what Coach is looking for.
Thank you for that, Allie. Hero against ball. The three. Hero, no good. And an intentional foul right there.
Alec Burks. First personal foul. First team foul.
A basket here would give them some breathing room.
Slow down, no need to hurry. Take the best shot available.
Ball surveys the floor. Six on the shot clock. Miller outside. And Charlotte, another three.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
So it's Charlotte winning this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Dorisburg, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And we'll see you next time.
The Celtics strutting through the tunnel earlier on. The Boston faithful waiting to cheer them on as they get set to take the floor. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, and the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Daniel Gafford. Irving is out there with Thompson. And there's Davis, and it's Washington in at the 3 spot. And for Boston, the post pair. Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the 1. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Here we go.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now, here's Washington. Pass to Davis. Gafford is screen on Tatum. Inside, Gafford kicks to Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Boston with the rebound.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And you watch Jason Tatum year to year. He is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And so Tatum nails them both.
Now look, from the moment he stepped into this league, Jason Tatum has been a difference maker. Every team in the league is looking for guys like him. Long, athletic, and most importantly, winners.
Thompson misses. And here's Tatum. It up for the Boston Celtics. And Davis sends it back. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
About a minute played so far here in the first. A floater. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Celtics leading by just 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Hoping to continue that success from the line throughout this one.
And here is Tatum. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Irving against Holiday. Irving passes to Thompson. That 3 off the mark.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Irving finds Davis. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
High-intensity play from Davis, getting it to go through the foul. Nice little and one.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Anthony Davis, 1 shot.
Tight game. He is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Here's Boston now. Tatum looking around. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Boston needs to get off a shot. Outside Holiday. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Holiday's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Celtics lead by 2. And we'll be back with you right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan court jump. Give me a beat. They're picking up the shot. Let's hear it for our contestant.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. On the floor for Dallas, Anthony Davis is out there with P.J. Washington. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Irving at the point. Now Thompson, after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Thompson dishes to Davis. Irving a screen on Tatum. Here's Davis. Ignoring the contact, Anthony Davis.
The muscle from Davis, so confident and powerful inside.
Outside. Back to Tatum. Pass to Brown. There's the 3. Thompson with the rebound. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Now Irving. Down low. Here's Gafford. Nice D from Porzingis. Tie game in Boston. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Now here is Holiday. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Yes!
Oh, you
just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout.
Get loud and let them hear it. Who wants the t-shirt?
Got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd is talking about with his players. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Irving. Rebounded by the Celtics. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. So they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Drew Holiday. At the line for 2 shots.
Drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line. It's a 4-point ball game.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 4. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
Once again, Celtics faithful, your Celtics Entertainment.
We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Thompson passes to Washington. In the corner, it's Gafford. Back to Thompson. Now, here's Gafford. Guarded by Porzingis. Thompson for 3. The rebound by Jason Tatum. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Third team foul. At the line, Jason Tatum. At the line for 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. So it's the Boston Celtics with the W. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys got out on a break tonight. How did you get into transition so easily?
Yeah, we want to play faster, and that's what we try to do whenever they miss. We try to run, move the ball quick, and get easy buckets.
And you were able to beat him down the floor tonight, KP. Thanks a lot for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. So long, everyone.
And now the starting lineup for the visiting Portland Trailblazers. At small forward, Tumami Kamari. At shooting guard, Jaden Sharp. At the other guard position, Anthony Simons. At center, DeAndre Ayton. At the other forward position, Denny Abdia. The head coach of this team is Chauncey Phillips. At 6'0" number 5, Kwai. Starting at small forward, at 6'6" number 9, Dylan. Starting at the other yard, at 6'4", number 4, J-Lo. At center, 6'10", number 28, Alfred Chingu. At the other forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 1,
Hola and welcome to Noche Latina, an NBA celebration of Latin heritage. We're proud to bring it to you here at 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Here's the starting group for Portland. They've got DeAndre Ayton, Sharp out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Abdia, and it's Kamari in at the small forward. And for the Rockets, Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Thompson out there with Alperen Şengün, and it's Van Vliet in at the point guard. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're out to find out.
Simons, a screen on Green. Sharp against Green. And he buries his first look.
Yeah, not afraid to finish at the rim. Sharp, just relentless.
Outside, Green. Pass to Şengün. Now Brooks, the 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Sharp passes to Simons. Over Van Vliet. And it's Simons missing. And it's Houston's ball. Van Vliet scanning the floor. Thompson, a screen on Simons. Knocks down the triple. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's Houston up by 1. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, what do you think about the Rockets?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second. Avdia out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Shaedon Sharp. Then there's Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the 3. Outside Sharp. Pass to Avdia. Out to Simons. Clock at 4. On target from range. Simons got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
It's tipped. Avdia attacking. Down low. Here's Ayton. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. That one on Şengün. Portland shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Line for the Trailblazers, DeAndre Ayton. 1 shot.
That's good from Ayton. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Portland ahead, leading by 5. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. So it's the Rockets now, trailing by 5. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Amen Thompson out there with Dylan Brooks. And it's Şengün in at the center position. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Now here's Van Vliet. Lays it up and banks it in. Van Vliet's got 5 now.
Yeah, look at the strength from Van Vliet. Not the biggest, but wouldn't be denied.
There's Simons with a 3. It's rebounded by Houston.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Sharp against Brooks. Over Sharp. Avdia pulls it in.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Sharp passes to Avdia. That shot, no good. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Portland ahead. They're up by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, we've got Anthony Simons. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Denny Avdia. Then there's Sharp, and it's Kamare in at the 3, small forward. Now here's Thompson. Rebounded by Kamare. Pass to Avdia. Tipped.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Yeah, they need everything to break their way at this point if they're going to rally back.
Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
As always, Allie, we thank you. There's 25 seconds left in the final quarter. Simons against Van Vliet. Simons outside. Four on the clock. Oh, no good! And Ime Udoka has called timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances.
All right, fans, it's Dice Cam time. Get ready to dance like everybody's watching. Shake it.
Three-pointer, Van Vliet. This is the trade. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Thompson out there with Alperon Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. It's stolen by Green. Van Vliet with it. To take the lead. It falls!
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket. Always ready to take it inside.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here.
Let's give a warm Sarah welcome to your Clutch.
Here's Simons. It's hauled in by Houston. Trying here to put the game out of reach.
And that's why it's important to play this one smart.
Thompson passes to Van Vliet. Releases. Abdia pulls it in. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. There is a lot on the line. And he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first overtime period. Takes a step back with the teardrop. Money! And he's tied it up! What a shot!
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. So it's Houston with it. Van Vliet left side. Oh, it falls!
Here's my question. Where is the defensive communication?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
And so it's the Rockets who come out on top here. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Fred, no surprise. A great defensive showing tonight. What is it that makes this team so suffocating at that end of the floor?
Well, I think we're getting pretty good effort from each guy individually. I think we're finding our package defensively as a team, as a coaching staff, and just kind of gelling and putting together individual game plans from the coaches and trying to execute it.
No doubt. Thanks, Fred.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Fred VanVleet.
It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Brunson in at the point guard position. And for Denver, sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic, and it's Murray in at the point. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Now here's Murray. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, when he's feeling it, Jamal Murray is going to find some way to get to that range and knock it down.
Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. For Murray. And it's Brunson missing. Murray outside. 15 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Jokic. The layup missed. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nuggets lead by 3. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Here's Brunson. Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. You've got Josh Hart. Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Towns, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward. Brunson, no good. And it's Porter with the ball for Denver. It's a 3-point game. And he banks in the layup. Porter's got his first points of the night.
Porter showing just great body control that time, taking the hit, but he keeps his eyes on the rim. That helps him score and finish.
Pass to Towns. Sinks the three-pointer. Towns has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Murray finds Gordon. To the wing on the left. Murray with it. Brunson covering. Murray against Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Brown Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Nuggets on top. They're up by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy bunnies. We're missing layups for us as pros. So second half, if we make those layups, we should be fine.
We'll see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Porter at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now Porter, after Mikal Bridges missing on that last three-pointer. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Over Jokic. That's good from Bridges on the assist by Anunoby.
Like to see Mikal get out there on the fast break and see that open opportunity.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Pass to Porter. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Count it. Jokic has got his first points in this one.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Brunson against Murray. Now here's Brunson. He's covered closely. Brunson down the lane. Takes it off the glass.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
It's all tied in Denver. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the 3-set. Jokic, second chance shot. It's rebounded by New York.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Hart the pass to Brunson to take the lead. Trifecta.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Timeout called, Nuggets. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Hey, they do have enough time here. If they shoot quickly to get the 2-for-1, we'll see if they try.
moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Was able to listen to what David Adelman went over with his team. Now, Coach told his guys it's not over until it's over. He asked them to stay sharp out there and to keep fighting. If we lose this, it's on us, he said. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Jokic. It drops. And that shot brings them to within just one.
Well, Jokic needed it, and he got it.
And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And an intentional foul right there.
Jamal Murray. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for New York, Jalen Brunson. At the line for two.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
Timeout called, Nuggets. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Towns.
If you're a defender and you're leaning just a little bit, Jokic is going to take advantage of you.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2 here. And Jokic drops them both.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Third team foul. At the line for the Knicks, Mikal Bridges. Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. Second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Murray against Brunson. Jokic inside. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. And he knows there's no room for mistakes. He wants everyone on the same page. Here's Brunson.
Can't afford these defensive breakdowns, especially down the stretch.
Yeah, breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game. Establish some trust and make the defense come together.
So a close game sees New York take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K crew. We'll see you next time.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. It's a very special day on the calendar, Noche Latina, commemorating the NBA's connection to Latin heritage and culture. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, our reporter. And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. We've got Trey Murray out there with C.J. McCollum. Then there's Zion Williamson, and it's Messi in at the center position. And for the Suns, Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards, and it's done in 3. Well, it's fair to say we can expect a bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
Pass to Murray. From behind the arc. Kevin Durant pulls it in. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Now here's Beal. Booker with it. Booker drawing the double. Beal from outside. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Well, that is so easy for Bradley Beal. From 3, no problem.
Murray looking around to the inside. Messi. Second chance effort. Deflected. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. McCollum against Booker. A little mid-range shot is up, and he hits the jump shot.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Phoenix out in front. They lead by 3. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Okay, on the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Zion Williamson out there with Trey Murphy. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Messi in at the center, locking down the middle.
This is one of the specialties of Devin Booker. That mid-range, you offer it, he'll take it.
Inside. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
That pass was about the location. Puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
Pass to Dunn. Back to Booker. Outside Durant. There's the 3. Here's Richards. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
With power. That's how you do it, big fella.
Here's Murray. 23 seconds left in the half. Pass to Williamson. Shot clock at 6. Oh, the power of Zion!
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Suns on top, up by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participant.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Beal. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. And it's done in at the small forward position. And that's the group from Mike Budenholzer as we begin the second half.
Well, this is how Bradley Beal just makes it impossible to guard him. 3-level scorer. This time he goes to the inside game.
Now here's McCollum. Six to shoot. Stolen by Booker. In transition, here come the Suns.
The ability to drive with either hand. Booker gets the defender on his heels, draws the foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for Phoenix, Devin Booker, taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Booker.
Yeah, just an offensive machine. Booker generates points consistently, night in and night out.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
Murray against Beal. Now here's Murray. Defense is right there. The floater. No good that time. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Phoenix out in front. They're up 7. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. So for the Pelicans right now, they've got C.J. McCollum, Zion Williamson out there with Trey Murphy. Then there's DeJounte Murray, and it's Misi in at the 5.
And using the pick and roll to perfection. I love how crafty Murray is in these situations.
Here's Booker. Misi grabs the board. Beal against Murray. High arcing shot. The Suns clear it. And that's an intentional foul.
Misi. First personal foul. First team foul.
And it's the Suns with the ball. 4-point game. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second team foul. At the line for Phoenix, Devin Booker. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game. And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
Here we go, man. Make some noise for your son, Piper Danforth.
Timeout. 29 seconds left to play in the fourth. And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error.
Dance cam, get ready everyone. You see yourself on the screen and you show us your best move. Let's go! Let's hear it for all the dancers.
Here's McCullum. To the middle. The shot by Misi, no good. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
For two, Kevin Durant.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point ball game.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
The Suns win it. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Let's meet your San Antonio Spurs. At forward, number 40, Harrison Barnes. 6'5", starting at forward, number 24, Devin Bassett. 6'6", at guard, number 5, Stephon Castle. 6'3", starting at guard, number 4, De'Aaron Fox. 7'3", in the middle, number 1, Victor Wembanyama. 9',
We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. And tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge. And the Clippers starting five. We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Harden out there with Dunn, and it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. And for the Spurs, up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Castle is out there with Fox, and it's Wembanyama in at the center. RJ, this one has a bit of an old school feel to it, doesn't it? These teams love to run things down low.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a matchup, Kevin. A little bit of bully ball, you could say. Having a center you can run your offense through makes the rest of your offense that much better.
It is going to be hard to get a hand to Wembanyama's shots on the inside. Great instincts and just too much length.
Now here's Powell. Harden finds Leonard. And the layup is good.
Such a strong wing. Kwai can more than handle his own down low.
And here is Fox. Good work defensively by Harden.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Here's Leonard. Bucket is good.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Fox. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Tie game in San Antonio. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they played here early on.
But they can't afford to get complacent because of the early success. There is still a lot of basketball to be played.
So for the Clippers right now, we'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Dunn is out there with Harden. And it's Zubac in at the center position. Nobody near Leonard. Nice open look, but it's no good. Pass to Barnes. Now Fox. It's Vassell on the wing. Here's Fox. It's up a three. It's hauled in by Zubac. 26 seconds left in the first half. Leonard against Barnes. Leonard forces it through inside.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
Fox against Harden. Takes a step back. Fox passes to Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Spurs out in leading by a point. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what did you see in the first half?
We had ball movement. You know, we weren't in mud. The guys were in attack mode. Nobody held the ball. You know, you pass, catch, or shoot. And we did that a lot in the first half.
Yeah, you had them swiveling, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Enzo Harden will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 1. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. De'Aaron Fox out there with Castle. And it's Wembanyama in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And Leonard gets it to go.
Terrific recognition from Harden. He has a sixth sense when it comes to getting guys open.
Leonard's gotten it done so far from the field tonight, making 4 of his 6 attempts. Here's Castle. Dunn covering. Here's Fox. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
James Harden.
It's going to be on James Harden.
You got to love how scrappy De'Aaron Fox is. No matter what kind of challenges he faces in a game, he's never giving less than his all.
De'Aaron Fox taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Fox. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Outside Leonard. 17 seconds left to play in the third. Zubac with the screen for Leonard over Barnes. And it's Leonard again missing. To the middle. Leonard with the steal. The deep 3 from Harden. The shot comes out. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Spurs lead by 1. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, we'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. Dunn right side. Leonard. Good D by Barnes. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They lead by 1. Another shot. Vassell. That shot is off. Great D that time from Powell. Down at the elbow. Leonard gets to Dunn. Can't knock in the 3. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Hey, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for two, Castle.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
Pressure moment for Castle.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Here's Leonard. And time expires. Fantastic defensive play to seal the win. And so it's San Antonio who scrape by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that about wraps it up. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.